And second question, which most of your the young girls and boys face, is about a very mystical question. It's called pre-marriage education. Okay, this is another major source of revenue for me, and library.com has paid me $5 for each question. 150 questions I've answered, and they're in my website. You can go and find out. Now we are going to see how I solve the case of pre-marriage cases or pre-marriage education. Then I thought, let me make an education on pre-marriage education. Go to my university, and there you can get a lot of information on that. Now, are you interested in knowing about the pre-marriage education seminar? How to cross the golden bridge of pre-marriage education bridge. If you are interested, be here. Okay. Well, let me tell you, who am I? You might be knowing about me, but still I'd like to tell you that I am the first India's first relationship mentor. 300 YouTube videos helping the youth of the nation through Skype and through face-to-face coaching. And you can see that all startup young couples. You can be a young couple, you can be a career starter, you can be a young parent, you can be an young executive. Well, this is my segment. Okay, welcome you for the program. So, friend, there are many cases. You can see my books, you can see it in my case studies which I have shared here. One of the problems is how a pre-marriage education takes place in India. There are many books available from the West, but this is from my experience of 2 decades. How I help the teenagers. The 2 points which I wanted to share here is, number 1 is 5 myths of pre-marriage education. Okay, 5 myths of pre-marriage education. That I'm going to share that. This is from my experience. Second is 5 golden steps of crossing the pre-marriage phase before you get married. Okay, 5 golden steps. Are you with me, friends? Yeah, right. So now let me take you to the 5 pre-marriage myths. Okay, the 5 pre-marriage myths. Here are the 5 pre-marriage myths. Number 1 is, all the youngsters are looking for one thing. What is it? Soulmate. I want a perfect soulmate. Okay. Well, I may not be a perfect soulmate, but I do look for my opposite partner, my spouse. Okay. Please understand, don't expect something from others which you do not have. Okay. Please understand, there is no guarantee you will get it. You can expectations is not wrong, but don't make your decision based on that pattern. Say, I may not be beautiful, but I like to marry an angel. Nothing wrong in it. But don't wait for an angel. You wait for an angel, or if you want, or the He-Man, it will take years. Don't worry about it. By the time your youth will be over. So they look for soulmates. There is nothing like a soulmate because you are in a role-mate relationship. We have been educated on role-mate relationship. What is a role-mate relationship? I already explained to you. Okay, your anxious communication skills are excellent to the extent that you can make friendship only at this surface level, not at the deeper level. Hi, how are you? Okay, I like that, you like that. Just because I like that, you like that the same, it doesn't mean our life relationship is same. Doesn't mean I like you, doesn't mean my brother likes you. I like you, doesn't like me, my mother likes you. I like you, doesn't mean my parents like you. My parents like you, doesn't mean your parents like me. So this is, if you are expecting, yes, that if I like my person, that every family member will like him, or an answer for your family, that's a pure myth. Please understand. It is something like looking at a glamorous Hollywood girl because of her acting skills and assuming that is her life. She'll be a very good life partner for you. That's very wrong. Okay? So don't look for a soulmate. Don't look for a soulmate. Number two. The myth number two is the difference between infatuation and true love. Okay? I would say infatuation is nothing but, it is nothing but once you come into the age, okay, once you come to the age, and what actually happens is your hormones are looking for the opposite hormones. It is like something like an appetizer. Okay? Because the soup is good, it doesn't mean the whole meals are good. Soup is good, therefore the whole meals is good. You cannot say that. That is what we do. Okay? I like him, he like him, my likes are same, our thinking is same. Please, it's called a response. Sexual hormone response is not equal to a true hormone response. That's what I mean by infatuation is not equal to true love. Okay, infatuation is what, see, you are hungry. When you are hungry, any person who is giving food is a God to you. Agreed? Any person who gives the food is God to you. He may be a beggar who is sharing food. Because the beggar is sharing food, that doesn't mean I love him. That is what is happening in the most of this myth complex. Number three, poor role models. What is a poor role model? Your role model is your parents. Number one. Or your role model is your mystical friends. First of all, the role model of your parents is not suitable for this because you are more educated, you are more liberated. Your thinking is different and the parent thinking is different. So you have poor role model. If your mother's self-esteem is weak, your self-esteem is weak. So your decision will also be weak. Very, very clear. You have a poor role model. It is something like that, no? I am born with mother and father. I have not seen the other parent, therefore I think my parents are great. Isn't it? What happens initially when you see your first time, when you look at your school teacher, what a great teacher, she's a great knowledge. But once you go to college, you see a number of professors, then you start measuring, oh, who's professor number 1, who's professor number 10. So you're not seeing enough role models. Your role model is only your parents, number 1. Number 2, confused decision-making skills. Decision-making skills is a very important strategy. Who are decision makers? Your friends who are not married. Okay, that's what I call a mentor. Mentor is a person who is 10 years ahead of you, 10 years experience process, and who can give you advice from his experience, not from books or movies. Okay, that is where your confused decision making skills. Your decision making is not based on certain matured wisdom. It is based on vacillating Google information. 5. Number thing is, you stopped education. See, because you are a successful professional doesn't mean you are successful in every department of life. A successful engineer is a successful father. A successful doctor is a successful mother. A successful business person is a successful father. No. See, even if you leave this profession, go to some other profession, you require another 5 years to come to that level, isn't it? Then that is where what we do is, we assume because I am a successful professional in life, because successful in the professional department of life, I am successful in every department of life. These are the basic 5 myths where my friends go through with a lot of confusion, and this is like the mirage, is always glamorous and confusing. I told you, you take a soup and assume the whole meal is good. you have to cross these barriers. For crossing these barriers, you can come to a free marriage education seminar. They can also go to my university. You can go to my training programs. And you can contact me for one-to-one consultancy or a Skype consultancy. Thank you very much. Kindly go down and click the button and enroll for my next webinar. I see you live there on pre-marriage education seminar. I want to reach 1 million mothers. I want your help. Without your help, I cannot do that. So kindly spread this word forward. Click the hit button, subscribe to that, and please ask. I wanted to ask you that. I want you to answer me one question: which marriage myth you are suffering from here? Please write down here what myth you are suffering from, so that I will be in a position to answer you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. See you in the live webinar.